Welcome to today's review on the ASUS ROG Strix XG49VQ 49-inch curved gaming monitor. This massive super ultra-wide display is built for immersive, smooth, competitive gaming. Before we dive in, make sure to click the link in description below to get this monitor at the best price in the market. The ASUS ROG Strix XG49VQ is designed for gamers and creators who want an ultra-immersive setup without stepping into multi-monitor complexity. And right away, the first thing that grabs attention is the massive 49-inch curved screen with a dramatic 32:9 aspect ratio that essentially replaces two 27-inch monitors sitting side by side. But without the distracting bezels in the middle, and that alone completely changes how you experience racing games, open-world titles, flight simulators, and even productivity workflows, because everything feels connected and seamless across the entire field of view. And thanks to the 1800R curvature, the screen wraps gently around your vision, which reduces edge distortion and makes long sessions more comfortable and engaging. And when it comes to resolution, you are getting dual Full HD at 3840 by 1080, which keeps performance demands reasonable, while still delivering a super wide canvas. So you do not need the most extreme graphics card to push high frame rates. And speaking of performance, the 144Hz refresh rate is where this monitor really shines, because gameplay feels fluid, responsive, and incredibly smooth, especially in fast-paced shooters and competitive titles. And with AMD FreeSync 2 HDR support, screen tearing and stuttering are significantly reduced, so motion stays clean even when frame rates fluctuate. And that combination of high refresh rate and adaptive sync creates a noticeably better experience compared to standard 60Hz panels. And once you try 144Hz on a display this large, it is honestly hard to go back. And color performance is another strong point here, because the monitor carries DisplayHDR 400 certification along with around 90% DCI-P3 coverage, which means you get richer colors, deeper contrast, and more cinematic visuals whether you are gaming, watching movies, or editing creative content. And while HDR 400 is not the highest HDR tier on the market, it still provides a visible boost in brightness and highlight detail compared to standard SDR panels. And for most users, it strikes a nice balance between performance and affordability. And the matte screen surface also helps reduce glare, which is especially useful if your setup is near a window or bright room lighting. And comfort has clearly been considered in the design, because the stand supports height adjustment, tilt, and swivel, so you can fine-tune the viewing angle exactly how you like it. And that flexibility is extremely important with the screen this large, since positioning can make a big difference in ergonomics. And if you prefer a custom mount, the monitor is VESA compatible, so integrating it into a wall mount or monitor arm setup is simple. And ASUS also includes its Eye Care technology with flicker-free backlighting and blue light filters, which help reduce eye strain during long gaming marathons or work sessions. And over time, that really matters, especially if you spend several hours a day in front of your screen, and gamers will appreciate the built-in Game Plus and game visual features that add useful overlays like crosshairs, timers, FPS counters, and preset display modes optimized for different genres such as FPS, racing, or cinema. And these tools may sound small on paper, but in competitive situations they can genuinely enhance awareness and convenience without needing third-party software. And connectivity is straightforward and reliable with DisplayPort and HDMI inputs, so hooking it up to a gaming PC, console, or even a secondary system is easy. And cable management is reasonably clean thanks to the stand design. And in terms of build quality, the monitor feels sturdy and premium with the signature ROG styling that includes subtle gaming accents without being overly flashy. So it looks powerful but still professional enough for a mixed work and gaming setup. And now, talking honestly about pros and cons, because no product is perfect. One of the biggest advantages is obviously the immersive 49-inch super ultra-wide format combined with 144Hz smoothness, which creates a unique experience that smaller monitors simply cannot match. Another major pro is the balance between resolution and performance, since dual Full HD allows high frame rates without demanding top-tier hardware. And the ergonomic stand along with Eye Care features make it practical for daily use. However, on the downside, the 3840 by 1080 resolution spread across 49 inches means pixel density is lower than a 1440p ultra-wide or 4K display, so if you sit very close you might notice that text is not as razor-sharp as higher resolution panels. And HDR 400, while helpful, is not comparable to high-end HDR 1000 displays in terms of deep contrast and local dimming performance. And of course, desk space is something to consider, because this monitor is extremely wide and requires a large stable surface. So measuring your setup before buying is definitely recommended, but for gamers who want maximum immersion without going dual monitor, and for multitaskers who love having multiple windows open side by side, this display delivers a very compelling experience at its price point, especially when you consider the frequent discounts and financing options available. And the fact that you are essentially getting the screen real estate of two monitors in one clean package adds serious value. And for racing sim fans in particular, the field of view advantage can genuinely improve the sense of speed and control, and for streamers or content creators, the extra horizontal space makes managing chat, editing timelines, and monitoring tools much more convenient, and even for office productivity, spreadsheets and timelines feel expansive and easier to navigate. And overall, the ASUS ROG Strix XG49VQ stands out as a specialized but highly rewarding monitor for users who truly want that super ultra-wide lifestyle. And while it may not be the absolute sharpest or most HDR advanced panel in its class, it excels in immersion, smoothness, and versatility. And considering the current pricing, it sits in a competitive spot compared to other large format gaming displays. So checking the link in the description below is definitely worth your time, because prices and deals can change quickly and you might find an even better offer available right now. And grabbing it at the best possible price makes the overall package even more attractive. So take a moment after this review to explore that link, compare the options, and see if this massive curved gaming monitor is the upgrade your setup has been waiting for.